So you got the cheat code. You don't quit when you don't see it. If you saw it, you keep going until you get it. And so that's why you have to mimic what Maul is doing. So you want to mimic the money. You can't mimic the money. You got to mimic the process.
This week, our show is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, Green Juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
Dr. King in the building.
Let me fix the camera.
We got, fix the camera, get it. Yeah, get it.
Should I just move this time?
No,
man.
Yeah.
Hey, you make me look better. It's just guns ain't in there.
Before,
there we go. I got them in there now.
Maul start whispering sweet nothings in Carl's ear, flexing his muscles.
Hey, don't
in his
be
face.
No, you just jealous because
that's what it is.
Because E has never touched your shoulder.
E never laid
on
hands.
your shoulder.
Come on, E.
I know. Hey, everybody know E is a pastor, so E never put hands on CJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
One time I put holy hands on.
Douglas, what's happening?
Blessed, man. Blessed to be in the building, man. And shout out to Coach Freeze. Blessing, man, to be able to go down to Liberty.
Nice.
Montreal.
Nice. Appreciate that, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You just might have got my son promoted.
Let's go.
If I can't get him, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I do want y'all to understand the power of relationships.
Yeah.
You know, y'all got to understand the power of relationships. So when I first got the call, I just heard the name of the school. Like, I ain't put two and two together. So all I heard was 2 flights. All I heard was I had to be at the airport at 8.
Yeah.
That's like an hour and a half drive, which means I had to leave super early. Then I had to go to Charlotte. Then I had to catch another flight. I don't know the last time I did a what they call that?
Connection.
Yeah,
Probably back in the vending machine days.
Oh, I'm talking about vending machine.
For
I ain't done a 2 a day in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then land, only there for 2 hours, speak, turn back around, do the same thing, Lynchburg, Charlotte, Detroit, back to the crib. But CJ said the magic word. He said, hey, you know Maul's son there? Mm-hmm. And I said, no, I didn't know that. He was like, yeah. I said, hey, sign me up. And then I think Coach wasn't able to give me no more than I get for I get a little bit more for doing a Zoom, a Zoom 101. Yeah, Zoom 101, boy. Yeah. I get paid a little bit more for the Zoom 101 right at the crib. But again, guys, you know, we always say, what's your why? Yeah. What's your why? And your why drives you. And so my why is relationships, not money. You know what I'm saying? And so Maul has done a lot, you know, for us. So I'm like, oh, yeah, this will give me an opportunity to, you know, make it happen. Then it's so funny because Didi was like, you doing what? And I told her, she's like, oh, yeah, you better go. And don't charge them. I said, no, I'm going to charge. I'm like, no, they going to give me that little money.
Yeah,
some Chipotle. You know what I'm saying? Some Chipotle for sure. So, yeah, no, I'm doing well, though, man. Back on, let me tell y'all something. Bruh, imagine a year and a half not being on the road, not packing, you know, not being in no airport till we back open now. And your boy, I'm talking about I'm back in there. I'm talking about in a mean way. So good to be back on the road. The love I'm getting at the airport, man, the love people showing me, I appreciate y'all. And we wouldn't have this lifestyle and we wouldn't be doing what we doing without you guys spreading our stuff, watching it, telling everybody. So much love,
We do have to
man.
get to the airport about 7 hours early now because of that, though.
Promise.
I'm talking about everywhere. I'm like, bruh.
Everybody,
You know, he
flying
gonna
now.
take every picture.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Kiss every baby.
I'm talking about every baby.
I'm talking
You know
about
what
at
I'm
breakfast, bro.
I got show love.
Bro, we had breakfast. We gotta wait 45. I'm like, he ain't gonna just dap you up and be like, all right, keep it pushing. I'm talking about he all
I
the
just
way
want to
down.
look you in your eye.
Hey, me and E went to the y'all don't even know this. We went to the DMV the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And we pull up. As soon as
In Lansing.
in Lansing. As soon as we pull up, a cop pull up on the side. Now, you know I'm from Chicago.
Right.
And you know, used to be the
Right.
police.
Right.
And so the cop pulled up
She
on the
just pull
side.
up.
I
Like,
was
what's
like,
going on?
I'm looking, you know me,
up.
I'm getting E like, hey, get back. Yeah, lady jump out the car just like, oh, E.T., oh my God, like I knew that was you. And I mean, she jumped out the car. I'm talking about hug. Yeah, oh my God.
she
Daughter
was
in the
on.
car on the passenger side. Daughter went to Sexton.
Yeah,
Or
she goes to Sexton. She a senior.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I don't know her name, but mom's was like, yo, I did a bid. Mom broke it down. I did a
for
bid.
real? Yeah.
Boom, boom. Y'all listen to you. I got to help my daughters, whatever. I was like, let's get it. And we went inside, and folks like, are you Eric? Are you E.T., the hip hop preacher? I was like, yes, sir. I was like, where you from? You listen to my stuff? He's like, yes, I listen to your stuff. So, yeah, bro, we just want to thank y'all. We're
sure.
not a race. We're not an age group. We're not a religion. We're not a political affiliation. Like, yo, everybody rock with us, bro. And it's just a good feeling to know we doing good stuff and everybody's responding to it, man. It's just a blessing.
Before we get started, I wanted to ask y'all if you ever been in a situation where, like, you seen somebody, kids, acting up.
I'm a pastor. I see it all the time.
Yeah. And you want to beat them, but they weren't your kids. I saw something the other day, and I like when I tell you Trey and Avery jaw dropped. They was sitting right there. They couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Trey was like, "Whoa!" So we went to the we were at the mall, and at the mall they had this little like bounce thing, like a bungee thing, like on the two sides. Kids going way up in the air. So of course my kids like, "Oh, we want to do it." So I'm like, "Bet." So we walk over there. It's a little line. You know what I'm saying? We sitting in line, and it's a young girl and her mom. And it was, you could choose to bounce for 4 minutes.
Ethnic background.
Or my other side of the family.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you could choose to bounce for 4 minutes or 8 minutes. So the little girl's like, I'm gonna bounce. The mom tells the guy who running the joint,
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah, no question. They got stuff to do.
Little mama said, no, 8 minutes. And she said, no, sweetie, we're just gonna jump 4 minutes. And she said, Mom, 8 minutes. And the mom said, honey, what did I say? She looked at her mom and said, what did I say?
With a jaw. Vanessa would have knocked Vanessa would have knocked my whole jaw.
I got chills. I'm talking about like I couldn't even.
What did I say?
Bro, my whole family was like, Trey was looking at me like,
right. Because even if because I've seen kids who don't listen, but they won't say.
Yeah, no,
Right. They just won't listen. They just do whatever
So,
they want to
Mom,
do,
what
but they
did I
won't
say?
say, what did I say?
Yeah, she
that's
looked at
next
mom
level.
and said, what did I say?
Yeah. Ooh. And what did mom say? 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Vanessa, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I
bruh.
gotta say sorry to my mom without even.
I said, wow, this is a different style of parenting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I prefer disobedience than disrespect.
You know, that's real.
I prefer
Yeah.
disobedience.
Yeah.
Disobeying me, like I could,
Yeah,
like you
I wanna do
almost
my
making
own
your
thing.
own decision.
Yeah, I
I'm
wanna do my
okay
own
with that.
thing. Yeah,
but you gonna disrespect me?
Yeah, that's when you just gotta whip that. You got that.
No, we're not doing neither one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the Quinny house, we trying to be on both.
Yeah.
Unless it's Sweet Pea and she in the mood. Then we just kind of let Sweet Pea. You got to let Sweet Pea figure things out before you just jump all over her.
The
So,
first
for you,
time when
Trey.
I would have
I'm praying for
said
you.
4 minutes and the kid would have said 8 minutes,
You wouldn't have got no minutes.
You would've
I'd have
got
said
your
0
butt
minutes.
down and
Yeah.
get
I
you out.
said, let me show you. So you wanted to add 4 minutes.
I'ma show
Let
you
me
how to
show you how to
subtract.
subtract the
It's a
4
math
minutes.
lesson.
You know, we about to, let me show you. You know what I'm saying? We about to play
get
the
off this
stock. We about to play the
topic.
stock market right now.
off this topic.
Let me show you. Let me show you what Bitcoin will do to you.
hey, come on, what you got?
No, I don't got nothing. It's just
Hey.
a different generation of parents.
Oh, that's a different generation. I think it
nothing.
started. He say all the time. That's the only time he ever quit. Something was with the babies.
That's
what
it.
happened? E?
Oh, I was working in the school district and man,
They had a no whoop policy.
Yeah, they had a no whip policy, bro. And
And we know E and
Yeah.
well, wait. I know Carl used to get the little Bayesian spankings. They
we got
lined-
them when I was in high school, bruh.
But they lined up Carl whole class.
bro, we lined the class. This at school. This one,
They
my
lined-
class.
hey,
What's this?
No, I got whippings in school too. They ain't lined the whole school up, but
No, Carl said
Yeah.
they
They
lined
lined our
everybody up,
class.
just ran by with a stick.
Bruh, they lined the class up. I told the story before. After lunch, we had
All
to do
these whippings.
Well, our school system is different. So I was probably about 7, 8 years old, somewhere in that range. So they lined the kids up, and you're doing your timetable. So just like you have to recess, whatever, to get back in. We go through two times 1 is 2. 2
you
times
got to
2.
get back in. I love it. The
Bruh.
re-entry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
no, I'm not trying to
re-entry.
get back in. I'm
Bruh,
still
it was 2 girls at the front of the line just giggling, and my man, the teacher, Mr. Morris, I can't forget my man,
should not.
Mr. Morris.
He
He looked
whipping
at them
people.
like he gave them the look,
Yeah.
and they kept going.
I said,
He like,
hey.
oh, okay.
They
No,
said,
he
I
right.
said, hey. They said, I said, hey.
Yeah, right.
Bruh,
Yeah, yeah.
one man
What
turned
did
the
I say?
corner, went back, and he had a piece of bamboo. He just came out and just went down the whole line, just bow, 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 bow.
Bro, I ain't even
whole
say nothing.
class. I was like,
Hey,
what?
you just stood there waiting on yours?
Bro, what? Bro,
you
if
gonna
you
do?
I don't know.
If you don't,
I probably would have ran to something. I don't know.
Hey, see, I was about to say, I would have got little.
Oh, for sure. You got to get little.
If all y'all that don't know
Whole
what get
class,
little
bro.
is, get little is, you know how you see somebody up close and personal? When they take off the other way, they just get smaller and smaller. in the
Get
distance.
little.
I get little. Quick.
Oh, I'd have got
You gotta
super
catch
little.
me.
whole class, bro.
Wow.
Whole class. No questions
Maul,
asked.
y'all used to get whoopings?
In school?
Yeah.
In school?
In school.
No, we used to get whippings in school.
Bruh, no.
Yeah, we
I
used to
wish
get
the
whippings in
teacher
school.
would.
No, we was in- bro,
Did
we was
Tommy
in high
King
school.
Senior? Did
No,
Tommy King?
no.
Oh, for sure.
We were in high school.
Yeah.
High
Bro,
school.
that is hilarious.
Oh, no.
High school. We had a
In Chicago? No.
this was Detroit. In high school, we had he was an old vet, and he had a paddle with holes in it called Mr. Feelgood. Mr. Feelgood. Bro, I'm talking
I
about
think we
some
got
of
the
the
name of the podcast.
Oh yeah, Mr. Feelgood.
Mr.
I'm talking about he used to have and you know what's crazy about his class? It was shop. So he would teach.
Oh, so he made his own. He made his own Mr. Feel Good.
But he taught that and auto mechanics.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the hood dudes not only wanted to be in the class, but almost needed to be in the class because you learn how to work on your car.
trade.
You feel me? So it's like, yo, so he'd be like, you want out? Go. Or Mr. Feel Good. And they, you know what I'm saying? They was like, yo, they needed to, you know, whatever it was, carburate. Like he had that whole joke in there, and he was like from the military, so he wasn't scared of nobody. He was like, boy, I've been to Viet. I
Right.
did two
Been shot at more times than Maul.
You feel me? And so Maul, he said, man, I'm talking about some of the hardest dudes. He had them. Now, Maul, he got me once or twice, and I ain't like shop, but I knew it's either I take one from him or he was gonna call the crib. And if I got that crib call, I just let people know.
Oh,
I
he
ain't
was
trying
just
to
getting you
act hard.
once.
Yeah, he just get you once.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie. That one time, though, I'm talking about cheek in.
Crack walnut.
Bro, I'm talking about Stang. I
Oh.
didn't say Sting, Maul. I said Stang.
Man.
You sit down. But I knew though, Maul, my old dude, he was the kind of person that if you got in trouble, he'd embarrass you. So like you got in trouble with school, you walk home, he'd be on the front porch. Waiting for you. Like, I'm like, bro, you gotta be on the front, 6'8",
Mr. Don't Feel Good.
Oh, I'm talking about, and it just be like, go down, I'm like, get the belt, pick the belt. I'm like, bro, how? Pick the belt? I had three
that's
belts.
cruel
that
and
had
unusual punishment.
three belts. I'm like, let me get that.
And then news always got home before you got
Always,
home.
bro.
I don't know how.
And they was always pissed when they got it. They were never happy when they hear the teacher call. It wasn't one time I was like, you know what, teacher called, I just feel good today. Don't need. It was always the teacher call. I'm embarrassed. I'm like,
But you know what's so cool back in the day about the teacher calling? Because sometimes your parents would be at work. They couldn't call them at work.
Absolutely.
They didn't have cell
Right, they didn't
phones.
have cell
So it was
phones
kind of
then.
like,
I did.
hey,
I did
can get
intercept
home.
some calls.
Oh,
Say it,
facts.
right,
I
right.
did intercept some.
Oh, you just
This is
unplugged?
Mr. Thomas. You said he did what?
Oh, bro.
By golly.
I'm going to spank his butt when he gets home.
Oh, his butt is grass. He never should have did that. I'll
Well,
talk to
thank you for
tomorrow.
calling.
I'll see Miss Smith tomorrow.
Trust me. Hey, there's no need to call the rest of the month either. I'm just gonna whoop him every day. So just let's get this out the way
Don't
right
worry
now.
about it. Yeah. Well, no question.
Yeah. So, hey,
question.
but back to my question. Did you ever see somebody else kid and you wanted to say something? You can't say nothing, though.
What, bruh?
They said it take a village. It don't.
No. The village is gone.
Yeah, the village don't exist no more.
Let me tell you something.
You
whip
say
a child
something,
now,
they mad at you.
The village is probably go whip your boy.
Right.
Yeah, it's different, though.
It's different, bro. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, people are more sensitive now. I don't know what happened, but maybe abuse or something. I don't know. But my mom was letting you get me.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, that was.
It was understood in our community. Anybody could.
Yeah,
That's over with.
Yeah, and they would tell the other parents when you went like for a sleepover or something like, "Hey, you have all rights." They signed a waiver. You know what I'm saying? It's like, "Hey, this your whooping waiver." All right, E. So, man, how we
podcast?
Podcast. I just had to get that out the way because I was tripping, bro. I was like, "Yo."
Did you say something to Trey like just because he witnessed it? Did you put him to the side?
I didn't have to.
He knew. Yeah, he knew.
He looked at me, was like,
something's wrong.
Confused. Like, is this a joke?
Yeah.
Is she? Because Anyway, enough said. E. So obviously, we've been talking about process for years, right? And now you're telling me it's not enough to just trust the process.
No.
I'm confused because you hit me and was like, "See,
man.
I'm done telling people to trust the process."
Yeah, and what happened was I got pissed.
Get close to your mic.
Oh, I got pissed, bro, because you know how it is, man. You start programs, and when you start a program, everybody want to challenge the program. You feel me? And it ain't even like we really charge what other people for the same program, bro, charging $14,000. Somebody told me they paid $20,000. You know what I'm saying? So somebody kind of called me, and just on that, almost like it's a scam type deal, right? So let me say this before we get started. Yes, I told you to trust the process, and what I mean by trust the process is that there are benchmarks. Like there's a system, there's a method to it, right? And you can't deviate from it. You feel me? Like you can't have a process, but when it don't work the way you think it should work, you alter it and then make your own. It's like, yo, if you're gonna make my grandma didn't give out her recipes, period. But I imagine if she did, she wouldn't want you to switch up on it. It's like, yo, this is the recipe. If you follow it, it's gonna taste like mine. If you don't follow it and you put some nutmeg, you know what I'm saying? And then when I tell you a vanilla extract, when I didn't tell you, it's not gonna work the same. So to one group, yes, trust the process means don't deviate from it. Don't put your own stuff in it. The other one is don't rush the process. We talk about that. Like it take as long as it take. But Ma, somebody hit me, bruh, and was like pissed, like, oh, I make real estate real. I looked at 4 house and this my 6th house and I was like, say it again. Your 6th house? I said, Maul said it took him 77 homes before I said, what?
And Maul had to actually go to them.
I'm not talking about online, looking at listings.
So I said to my man, I want you to speak to this, Maul. I said to my man, bro, do me a favor. Don't call me again till you mimic the process. You feel me? So don't trust it. Don't rush it. Mimic it, doggone it. I want you to go back and mimic. Do exact. Like I want Maul to be, make real estate real and you the puppet. You feel me? And you mimic it like Maul say, and then you coming out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like every single thing he says, everything he told you to do, exactly like he told you to do it, mimic it. And if you're not gonna mimic it, don't come to me with that mess. Like, don't come to me talking about you looked at 6 or you looked at 7. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it could have been 6 or 7 online. He didn't really express that, but he was on some almost like shade stuff. And I was like, yo, bruh, mimic the process. Mimic it. Do exact. So, and if you mimic it, you gonna get the same result. But how you coming to me at 7? You got 70 more to go to do what Maul did. So Maul, please speak to mimic the process, bruh. Mimic the process. Don't just trust it. Don't rush it. Mimic that joint, bruh.
Hey, man, I could sum it up. Man, when you think about working out,
yeah,
and whoever that is, tell you, man, you got a lot of people. My trainer that I got right now, my man, 63 years old with an 8-pack.
8-pack, bruh.
He got an 8-pack.
Yeah.
My man been training
And he
me
with a
now.
junkyard dog.
He want a junkyard
Hook-
dog,
hook
little.
up.
I'm talking about with the spandex.
Yeah. Oh, no
Gotta let him
question.
see it.
Oh.
You worked that hard for it. Let him see it.
Yeah.
Raw.
No question.
And that's his billboard.
Yeah.
My man, dog, works out every single day. He does his abs every single day. He's 63. He said, "Man, I gotta do this every." I would have
every
thought.
day.
I would have
Wow.
thought that because he's older,
Right.
he would have took some days off
Yeah.
now. But he said, in order for your abs to look like this at 63, this is something that you have to do not just every day, but sometimes 2 to 3 times a day.
Unbelievable.
Bad as you want to breathe.
Sometimes you
Then
got to
you
do
have
it.
abs.
You know, now here it is. I'm over here now. I'm paying him as my trainer, and I want abs just like that. I want abs. And I talked to him, and I was just like, and he told me, he was like, look, if we do this every other day, 3 times a week, he said, your stomach is going to get flatter,
Right.
but you not. He said, bro, you my friend. I ain't going to blow no smoke up your butt. But your abs won't get like this. He was like, so what kind of training do you want? Do you want the kind of training where we going to do this, 3 times a week? You want the type of training we're going to do this every other day? Or do you want the type of training where you do this and I have a plan for you every single day? So what he did, he had
Every other week.
He had a, so pretty much,
Abs.
I'd go with D, Chuck.
he told me, he was like, for your biceps, dog,
Right.
he said that's a different kind of muscle. He said your biceps, you're not eating every day and food going to your biceps. He was like, what you eat affects your abs. So he was like, if you want abs like this, then this is the program. He said, if you want just a flat stomach, then we're going to come up with another program. So he said, I'm going to let you decide what your commitment level is going to be, because your commitment level is what's going to determine
I'm
the
about
type
to
of
just
abs
see
you
your
get.
toes work out. You just want to be able to look down, make sure
And
you can
that's
still
just
see
and
your
that's
feet.
cool.
Yeah.
So he let me choose. He let me choose to the degree of the success.
Let me
that
guess
I
which one
want.
Mar chose.
He let
Every other day.
Mar chose the 90 pack.
he let me choose.
3 a days.
And so he was like, the information I'm about to give you can work. Is going to work for any level that you decide to have. Flat stomach,
Right.
4-pack,
Right.
2-pack,
that's
1
good,
pack in
Mark.
some case.
That's good.
But he said,
1
but
pack,
if
1
you
goal,
want,
baby.
but if you want, he's like, if you want this result.
Yeah.
So I would say to that person,
Yeah, that's it, Ma. That's good.
if you want
Yeah.
This
the
result.
Jamal
This
King result,
Yeah. 77.
then you got to get up every single day and do this. I'm not doing real estate part-time. I don't even do real estate no more. And this is what I said on the course. I am real estate. Everything about me says real estate. I talk real estate. I sleep real estate. I don't come across nobody. I'd make a point to never meet a person or you in my presence. I haven't taught you about real estate. If this is what you want to do, bro, look, dog, I'm not. People send stuff all the time because this is what I do. This is who I've become, right? That's why it's make real estate real, and it's different levels to it. I told people on the course, if you want a property to take care of your car note, that's a level. And for you, then that might be straight. If you want a property to take care of your house note, it's a level to it. For you, that might be all you want. But if you're looking to get to that next level and become a multimillionaire from real estate, you're looking to take your lifestyle, your net worth to a different level, it's gonna be a different commitment. And I need you to understand that. The same thing now, I can't sit up and just eat bread all day. I gotta cut back on the things in life that I love doing. I gotta cut back on the things in life, eating and drinking the things that I love eating and drinking. I can't do what everybody do no more. If I wanna get the results like my man got. And he told me, if you go in like that, I guarantee you that in 3 to 4 months, you will start seeing that 8-pack that we talking about. But if you don't go in like that, then don't expect those results. So I got to ask that person, whoever it is that's just listening, we talking real estate, but it could be anything in life. What's your commitment
But ain't
level?
that the problem, though? People see Jamal now, and they want to be that off their first joint. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, you got to be who Jamal was then and follow the process in order. You see what I'm saying? People looking at ET, I want to be ET. No, you want to go speak for, you know what I mean, the Seattle Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be ET. If you wanted to be ET, you'd be back at the middle school grinding.
But see,
You
how
what I'm saying?
many people went through Game Changer, went through anything, and then they felt like they should be on the stage with E?
Absolutely. Just going through the game changer.
Bro, they trying to bypass 20, 30 years of
Oh, my game changers know better than that. We get that established very early. That's why they so successful. Shout out to all my game changers who are going through the program, killing it. And we make that, to your point, though, we make it abundantly clear that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not something where you sit down and you making millions the next day. But we do get to the point where people are doing really well. Shout out to my boy Mike Nelson. Who, like when you see people who just trust the process, and I can't remember if I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. But you talk about a kid who just, bruh. So okay, so let me give you my frustration. Right, I had somebody call me and say, "Well, what would you say to somebody who, you know, they went through the program and they didn't win? You know, they didn't get as many gigs they thought they should get." I said, I would tell them, ask them what part of the formula did they not follow?
Absolutely.
Because the people who followed the formula to a T having success.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I can't remember I read it. I'll read it again. Shout out to Mike Nelson. Just a great kid doing big stuff, man. Y'all go follow him on his socials. He said, quick update. See, thanks for all the mentorship and conversation through Game Changers. Right now, not even deposit, I have about $8,100 in checks sitting on my dresser with more coming and thousands in the bank. I'm forever grateful and appreciative. It doesn't even seem real to me. Thank you. So to the person who, again, Mike came through the program, but guess what? He didn't skip any steps. He never said, all right, cool, I went through the program, now put me on stage with ET. Now give me a gig. Now do this, not do that.
Yeah.
He went through the process and did exactly what he was supposed to do, and now he's reaping the benefits of it, and he's taking his life and his family's life to a whole nother level because he didn't skip steps in the process. You have to understand, he used to say it all the time, it takes 21 years to be 21.
Facts.
You can't make it 18.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you could, it'd be dope to be like, all right, 17, I'm 21 now.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. And again, the problem, and I know I said this before, but the sexy part is being on, like, seeing E go to speak to Nick Saban. And it's like, yo, you have that vision in your head instead of the vision that was in OSS. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the vision that was bootstrapping the program and buying pizza for the kids and starting the Advantage program years ago.
And still doing it.
Doing it. That's where your success lies, is in that. So when Maul talks about the process and the formula he has, Make Real Estate Real was created so that you could circumvent the learning of it, not the process. You still have to go out and literally figure out which building is for you. You have to figure out what your rent roll is going to be. Like those steps are still on you.
And then who's your real estate broker? What city are you looking in?
Yeah.
Make Real Estate Real is
So
not
much.
Make Real Estate Real in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's Make Real Estate Real
all
in the
over the
U.S.
world.
We got
Everywhere.
people in different countries buying property.
no question.
So here it is. You looked at 6 properties. Where? In what
Right,
city?
right,
What state? What
right,
real estate broker? What, you know what I'm saying? Like, where
No
are you?
question.
It's people buying real estate all over the world.
No, here's why my frustration was not in them calling me. My frustration my frustration was in their frustration.
Oh.
Yeah.
My frustration was in their frustration. I'm like, what you frustrated about? You didn't do nothing. What are you frustrated? Like, why are you mad? If you would have done 77 and you came back empty-handed, I would have felt you. But you did 7. What are you?
You know what, though? I'm sorry,
I was going to say, I'm going to stop you there, Ike, because now I didn't go physically to look at properties, but I probably looked at 100 properties before we got a first one.
Right.
Yeah.
Train.
But listen to what I'm saying. Oh, Train. Same
Train
thing. But
looked up for a year.
Listen to what I'm saying.
But then
E.
the first check he got, though, was over
6 figures.
100,000.
100 bands.
Listen to what I'm saying, though, E. The reason why I am frustrated with them is because, E, every night I was looking at properties, and every night I asked him a different question. Every night I called April and asked a different question. And in 2 weeks, E, I had learned so much more than I already knew.
Yeah.
In 2 months, I had learned so much more than I already knew. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, if I'm looking to get money from it, yes, I'm losing on the front end. I ain't getting nothing yet. But dude, what the information that I got now, I got 3 properties.
Oh, bruh. Let me tell you something. And the information that you got, you don't get to go to Michigan State. You don't get to go to Penn State. You don't get to go to Florida or Florida State and sit in the classroom for free. Bruh. But what people kill me is they want to ask me a question for free. You can't go to Michigan State and sit in the class. They don't let you just roll up in there. And listen to me. You might go to a class at Michigan State where it fit 300 and there's 25 kids in there. You don't get to go, it's more room in this joker, so I'm about to just come sit down. It's like, no. You're not in the class. Like, who are you? What are you doing? Where's your name at? And so, to your point, now I want to say this. For me, the frustration comes from unrealistic expectation.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the frustration comes from. What you should, if you're ever going to be frustrated with somebody, don't be frustrated with them because you didn't make the money that you wanted to make.
Mm-hmm.
Be frustrated with them because they didn't give you all the steps. That's what you need to be pissed about. Like, bro, you forgot to tell me this, or you forgot to tell me that. Why? Because the information is what you owe me. The results I owe myself.
There we go.
You don't owe me no results, bro.
That's facts.
See, don't owe me no results.
That's
Carl don't
facts.
owe me. You don't owe me no results. What you owe me is for the information you told me. You can't give me results. If you got me results, those are your results. Right?
That's good.
So when I was working with somebody was doing paperwork with me with the with the property with Jalen, and somebody was like, well, this happened and this happened and this happened. Man, they owe you whatever. I said, no. That's April property. She did everything. I owe her a check, but like I should be paying her, and then she get all the money. Why? She did all the work.
Right.
So if this was missed and that was missed, it wasn't missed because of her. It was missed because whoever's supposed to be doing it with her didn't do it, but she still was kind enough to do it. So she don't owe me results. She owe me information. Because this is what I tell people all the time. If I have to do it, it's my check. It ain't your check at that point. Like, if I got to do the work, it's not your check no more. I did the work.
Right.
Careful.
Okay. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to say, like, people get it confused. It's like, why are you expecting a check from me? If I have to do the work, I got to get paid.
Yeah.
I did the work. So you don't mind me doing the work and you get, okay. So anyway, so let me just say this. Change the expectations. Here's what you need to do. Mimic the process. How do you mimic something? You have to have all the parts. You have to have all the pieces. So for those of you who really want to be successful in life, I want to say it again. Maybe you missed it. I still do the advantage. Okay, catch this. You missed that. I actually do the advantage more than I do Alabama football.
Facts.
I actually do the advantage more than I do Michigan State. Matter of fact, you could put all the football programs together and I do that more advantage than I do them. You could put the corporate work that I do together and I probably still do more advantage than I do. Why? Because I do it every Monday and I've been doing it every Monday for years. Why do I do it? I do it because that's the process that gets me those gigs.
Yep.
So when you say, we want you to come to Liberty and speak to the football team, well, guess what happens? When I'm at the advantage speaking to freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, and I stop speaking, I start asking questions, and I let them do Q&A. They start asking me questions, and I start listening to what they're saying. They're actually giving me the recipe to go to Liberty. They're actually giving me the recipe to go to Alabama. Why? Because they freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. And guess what happens when I go to these football and basketball programs? They're freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. So they know different. They play football, but they're still students. And so by doing the advantage, I'm mimicking the process of being a great speaker. When I actually go speak, I'm just implementing. So I actually practice more than I play. Why? Because you only get to play for so long. But the difference between, Carl talked about last week, the difference between average, good, great, and guru is what? Is what you learn in practice and the adjustments you make in practice. We all get to play, but we don't all play at the same level. Why? Because we don't all practice at the same level. We don't all watch film at the same level.
Yeah.
We don't all make the adjustments at the same level. We don't all listen at the same level. So I'm just saying to you, don't try to mimic the money, mimic the process.
Hey, that's good, bro. Let me tell you something. Just by hearing you say that, here it is. You brought up the 77 property thing. The 77 properties that I looked at.
Yeah.
This was before I bought my first one.
Yeah.
Ain't it something that the process of going to all of these properties never got, and don't get me wrong, this was the first time I ever got in real estate. So I was like, man, this is hard. Like, and this is physically going inside 77 properties.
Yeah.
But physically going to 77 properties taught me the type of property that I didn't want.
Right.
It taught me how to assess.
And the second time you went, you didn't have to go to 77, I bet.
No. The second time it came just like that.
Because you knew again.
All
right.
But see, right. So that was the process in it.
Yeah.
So in that process, I was able to man, something clicked. That's why I developed my vision.
I promise you.
Was inside of looking at the 77 properties. Bruh, what's so crazy is 20 years later, a 61 property portfolio come up.
Yeah.
And out of the 3 people going to look at all of the 3 possible owners of the 61 property portfolio, I was the only one that had the endurance to go through all of them. He had the endurance.
Because you already been
That was
through.
I was doing it
Because you
20
already been
years
through.
ago.
Wow.
Okay.
I was doing it 20 years ago. I went all 77 properties.
Okay.
Here it is, 20 years later. I'm going to 61 properties like it's nothing. I've been here before. I know exactly how to assess it. As a matter of fact, some of the properties that I went to out of the 61 properties was a couple properties that I did from 20 years ago, of the 77.
Wow.
I'm done.
That's part of the process.
No. Y'all listen to what I'm saying. Maul's not like, you might think that's cap. Maul, I don't know. He FaceTimed me like when he was out looking at the properties, bro. He was like, oh, shoot. He was like, I didn't even realize I used to own this building. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I used to own it. Bro, I was on FaceTime. He was like, watch this. He was like, I'm gonna walk into the door. It's gonna be like a tan carpet to your right, and then on the stair, like literally, and he was like, bam, yup, same carpet, bam. He showed me like you put up a divider or something. He was like, when I get up the stairs,
it's
gonna
loft.
be
a
loft area. He's like, it's gonna be a loft area right here, boom. And he walking through the house, and it's literally one of the houses that he was in. So you done looked at, my man looked at how many properties?
7.
7 properties. And let me tell you something, right? And I wanna give my brother his flowers real quick. You know, we joke each other a lot, but I do love this guy. Man, I saw, bro. So Maul goes through all 61. Wow. Right?
Are they on the same block mall? 61, like right on the
West
south
side Chicago, south side Chicago, east side of Chicago is all over, bro.
Wow.
And this was a 4-day period.
Listen, and let me tell y'all, look, I don't do this often, but let me tell y'all why y'all already rocking with us and why you should rock with us. This is a true story. So he goes through 61. I think we alluded to the fact that you were the only black in the 3, groups that we're going to look at properties. Not only that, they had some unfavorable things. The other gentleman had unfavorable things to say about the community. So Maul goes through all of that, and then we get a letter saying, after that, we put in the bid. Congratulations. You are the runner-up.
Congratulations.
Bro, and I sent that out.
I had to read it like 17 times.
Yeah, it was weird.
I sent it out to E, to C, and Josh might have been on there because all I read was congratulations. Yeah. And I was geeked. And I was like, oh, 4. I would have never sent y'all a congratulations. You are the runner-up.
And so we lost out. And I remember, shout out to my wife too. My wife and Ma both said it ain't over.
Yeah.
Not only that I just say it's not over, I went ahead and printed out that congratulations letter. And then I scratched out, you are the runner-up.
Wow.
Congratulations, you won the bid.
And when I tell y'all, Ma never let it go. I mean, it was like every day. He was like, okay, they got 2 weeks to close. I'm talking about, let's say it was Thursday. It was Wednesday night. Ma called me like, they ain't closed it yet. I don't know what's going on, but they got to the end of the day tomorrow, and I got the email drafted up, ready to hit send the second they don't close. So then he emails them. Then they said, oh, yeah, they were having an issue with something, but we're giving them an extension.
The window is open.
Ma was like, okay, how long is the extension? What, 3-4 days maybe?
Yeah, like a couple of days.
I'm talking about Ma the whole time. He like, boom, on it. Long story short, they ended up hitting us back like, all right, turns out they are. They were like, y'all got it. But we want to do, the way they wanted the bread was a little different than we anticipated at the beginning.
Yeah.
So, we needed a partner with a few $1 million. So here's another hurdle. I'm just telling y'all the truth.
The real process.
And so I'll kill the suspense. This guy got it done. No surprise there. I'm talking about, when I say all day, every day, I'm talking about like all day, every day. I was in Chicago a few of them days. I'm talking about like Maul literally was on the phone the entire time. And that's not why I'm telling y'all to rock with us. Why I'm telling y'all to rock with us is because he said, man, we got so many properties going right now, we could probably only keep 4 or 5 of them. The rest of these are going to the Make Real Estate Real community. And he came every day and was like, if we don't get the portfolio, we good. But to the people looking for properties right now and want the inventory and went through the course and everything, this is for them. Yeah. This is for the trains of the world. Yep. This is for the people who looking to get that first property with some strong, we getting them at a steal. Right. So they're going to get them for a great price. They're going to have enough money to do what they do and make a check off of it. And I'm telling you, man, some people out here, they trying to rob you. you know, they trying to sell you, you know, some fake stuff. Like Maul called daily and was like, bro, do you know what these properties are gonna do for people? I'll be real with you. I could show you the spreadsheet right now. Maul start going through the people who were pre-approved to make real estate real already before we even got the properties and start matching their names to properties.
Facts.
I'm not kidding. A host like this person had this much money. This how much they got for their down payment. This is what they approved for. This is what they boom, and they had their names, all of them, literally every single one. And then he got it. And so I'm telling you, those of you out there, this is not this ain't the crew that's about to beat you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
you spend your money with us, you in good hands. I can't say that for everybody. And I'm not saying there's not people out there that are doing
no
well.
question.
But when we charge you, when we say we're gonna do something, we're delivering at the highest levels. And our conversation behind the scenes is not how many butts can we put in the seat, how much money can we make off these people. It is what is going to make the greatest impact on our people. Like we really take care of y'all. I digress from that. I want to go somewhere else real quick. As y'all are talking, I want to know if y'all think we're hardwired for shortcuts as humans.
Oh, no question.
And the reason I say that, y'all, I don't know if any of y'all like me, but every once in a while, like, you know, you can't sleep maybe and you pop the TV on, right? And I don't know why they target people late night, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure what that's about. Maybe I'm sure there's some science there.
I said they're studying it.
But have y'all ever seen the infomercials that come on late night?
Yes. It's a joke.
Bro, I saw
It's a joke.
a belt that
It's a
you
joke.
stand on like a vibrating machine and you put the belt around you and it just jiggle your fat.
And you lose weight.
And that was like, yeah, you
get
lose.
you abs.
No, I'm saying,
Yeah.
bro, I saw a commercial where the bottom of your canoe lose a board and your boat sinking and you just spread a little glue on the bottom and there's sharks swimming around you, but you good.
You
Great.
Yep.
Have y'all seen this?
I've seen
I'm not
it.
making this
No,
up.
I've seen
Have
it.
you seen it, Carl?
I've seen it. I've seen it.
And-
You got
and
a
I'm not-
hole in your roof, but you paint this stuff
you,
on.
you don't even need to
You
get
don't
your
need to
you don't even get your house
fixed.
re-roofed.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, there's no way.
People are buying this.
There's no way.
People are buying this.
Like it can't eat.
People are buying
And if
this.
you buy now,
No,
you
no,
can
no.
get two.
Yeah,
for
right.
Oh,
$19.99.
only tonight.
Yeah.
free shipping.
Only
free,
tonight.
Only
free
tonight.
shipping and
They got the
handling.
little clock going down.
But the commercial on the next day. I was like, it was saying commercial yesterday.
You got 36 seconds
Yeah.
to order this.
Right now. Right this second.
So I'm
We have
saying
a propensity towards shortcuts, and they know that.
You see what I'm saying? Cheat
Absolutely.
code. Like we have a propensity to
Yeah.
cheat code.
Yeah.
And it's like, dog, again, you would think, okay, maybe this is, you know, they did it, try to make some money, it didn't work out. Bro, the commercial been on for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Commercials are
And
FYI,
so-
if you never did a commercial,
Yeah.
they're expensive.
That's why I always say to people, like, look, when I told you we sold out, we sold out. I'm not playing these base head games to try to get you. Platinum going first. VIP.
Every time.
I'm just saying. You got the back nosebleed seats to the left. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I want to say this though, Maul. You said something deep. I know why you try and take the shortcut. But to Maul's point, here's the shortcut. There is a shortcut, Maul. There is a shortcut. How long it take you to look at those 77? How long it take you to look at the 61 properties?
About 4 days.
Okay. So that's a cheat code. Because it could take you 4 months to look at the 61 properties.
Because it took me 4 months to look at the 77.
Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So when you first start doing it, took you 4 months. Next day it took you 4 days. That's the cheat code. To do the process in a certain time frame. Because again, I always say there's a time limit and there's limited time, and that's different. But there's a time limit to stuff and there's limited time. Right? So time limit is you playing football. What do they give you? What's the clock? 40. Well, how long is the game of football?
It's usually about what is it?
Is it, I don't remember. I know I know basketball. Yeah, I'm not football. I don't.
Like
Yeah,
60 minutes.
yeah, whatever it is. Yeah,
15.
soccer is what 90.
Soccer's 90.
So what?
Yeah, because it's 15-minute quarters. So
Right.
it's 60.
Right. So that
It just take 3 hours to play.
Yeah, right. So it's a time frame.
Yeah.
Right. There's a time frame, but it's not limited.
Unlimited.
It's not unlimited, right? So we all have a time frame, and then we all have a certain time frame that God's gonna give us, right? So it could take you 4 months, but you can do it in 4 days. That's the cheat code, not letting it take 4 months when you can do it in 4 days.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't do it in 2 hours. Period. You can't look at 61 homes, South Side, East Side, West Side, Chicago. You can't do that in 2 hours. But you can do it in 4 days, which is probably about the least time. Like, I don't know if you could have done it in 3 days, right? So, the 4 days you did.
And we talking about 8 hours a day.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that's the cheat code. That's the cheat code. Doing as quick as you can do it, do it. But here's what happens when you do 61 and you do 77. As you're actually doing it, you're getting the clarity.
Yeah.
You're getting the clarity. Each one. After 10, you start noticing a pattern. Oh, there's a pattern here.
Yep.
On the 20th board, you realize. CJ used to talk about it. My favorite speech when he talked about math that he used to do. And he took math maybe the third time. But he was like, on that third time, he had a clarity that he didn't have on the first time he took the class or the second time. But the third time, he was like, yo, if I study, like if I study before class, if I study in class, and then right after it's over, if I don't go play, but I really sit down and start studying what they said, he like, yo, I got it. So I'm telling you, that 61, that 77, there's a clarity that comes. And all I heard, Maul, when you said the 61, I was like, Maul did it with the 77. He did it with his son being born. He's been doing the same process. He's been doing the same process where, nope, my son ain't born in 9 months. Nope, my son ain't born in a year. Nope, my son ain't born.
But it didn't happen for me. I tried like everybody else tried.
Yeah,
It didn't happen. Me and my wife, we tried 4 times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Yeah. And you kept going. And now I watch you and I'm like, ooh, Maul know the clarity. Maul know that it's coming if he keep working it. It just may not come when he think. So what I peeped out about you, Maul, is that where most people give up because they can't see it, you found a way when you can't see it to still see it. Because of the process you've gone through. So you've done this so many times that you got to 77, then you got the 61, then you got your son, then you got and so you keep seeing it even when you're going through. And so most people fall in the process, they fall out because they've never kept going to get anything. So guess what? Every time now they do something and they don't get it, their brain told them you can't get it because you stopped. So it ain't. But you kept going, Maul, and because you kept going that one time, then you did it the second time, then you did it the third time, now you just did it with the 61. So you got the cheat code. You don't quit when you don't see it. If you saw it, you keep going until you get it. And so that's why you have to mimic what Maul is doing. So you want to mimic the money. You can't mimic the money. You got to mimic the process. And if you mimic the process, what do you mean by that, E? Follow Jamal's videos and strip out every single thing he tell you to do. It might be 432 things he told you to do. If you do the 432, you're going to get Maul's money.
You can't dip
if you do
6 times.
If you do 6.
You can't dip 6 times.
Don't call me.
Right.
Don't call my house. Don't text my phone. Now, if you get to 77, you get to 78 and you don't see it, you holler at us.
Hey, and the one of the pieces, Eda, that I'm hearing from what you're saying about Maul is, watch this, and I'm going to just try to make a visual example. Maul is never looking here. Bro, where Maul looking? I'm talking about this book in another continent. You understand what I'm saying? I want people to understand that Maul is never looking here, and I think so many of us have that short-term sight. Like, he not looking at nothing. Maul ain't looking at 61 properties. He just explained to you. Maul is looking at changing the culture, changing poverty,
that's the difference, right?
Changing dynamics.
That's the difference between sight and vision.
And vision, 100%.
Well, everybody looking at their sight. Everybody was looking at, even with the 61 properties.
You're not
they were
using
looking
your eyes
with their
to look.
sight. I was already looking at what it could do for other people. I was already looking at, that was the vision.
Which why he gave it to you.
And that's why he gave it, and that's why it didn't work out for the first person.
Absolutely.
Because my intentions was pure. Because we already had vision. I already was seeing people and individuals getting properties and what they were going to do with those properties. That was the vision.
Absolutely.
I'm seeing already 3, 4, 5, 10 years down the road with these properties for these people.
And the reason why he told you, congratulations, you the runner-up, is because he wanted to give you the properties, but also exercise that thing you got to. He wanted to exercise that thing
We're not
again.
gonna lose the process.
Because he could have just told you flat out, Maul, you got the 61.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't have exercised that wouldn't have made Maul. Now Maul got to exercise that faith. Now Maul got to get up and get up. So God is so good. Make sure you listen to what we're saying. All you want is the stuff. God want to build. Show me your muscles again, Maul. God, pretend like
I gotta
you
get in the camera, Carl.
Pretend like, excuse me, Carl. pretend like that's faith.
Oh, for sure.
What God is doing is exercising Maul's faith muscles, so Maul don't just get the money and get the properties, but Maul's spiritual faith muscles are being built in the process.
Hey, could I say one thing?
Yeah, say two. Because for boom, boom.
This is something that, and somebody that's listening to this podcast right now, this is something that I live my life on. You know, it was a scripture, man, that, you know, that according to your faith.
That's it. That's it.
Be it unto you.
Be it unto you.
According to your faith. That means that there's different levels.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
There's different levels of believing. So somebody asked me, like, hey, Jamal, do you think I can do this? I asked them, do you think you can do it? Do you think you can do it? Because according to what you believe, what you really believe is what you're going to have. My life is nothing more than the sum total of my faith.
That's it.
Of my faith level.
That's it.
And I believe.
That's it.
And remember, like I told you before, right? I talk about this with my son. And so I got to live in that, right?
Yeah.
If you really believe, when I say that, when I ask myself, if I really believe, then I should already prepare a place for the thing that I'm believing. So when we was looking at this 61 property portfolio,
120 conference, don't give it all away.
No, I'm not gonna give it all away.
120 to the day I
I just had to say, Jamal, and I was telling C, like, man, if we really believe it, then all right, cool. Let's go ahead and not just say we want the properties. Let's start matching the property with each individual person.
If we believe it.
Before we didn't even have a contract on it.
Give it life.
I already had my lenders in place. I already had my real estate brokers in place that's working with each individual person. We already had every single thing in place. And then I really jumped out the window even with the earnest money. I told C, Dog, if we really believe, then let's put it up. Let's
go.
And it ain't no 6 figures, 7 figures we put up for earnest money. Never heard of in the history of real estate.
Man.
We put up 7 figures for the earnest money. I walk in belief. I told you, I don't do real estate. I have become real estate. You got to fully immerse yourself in the thing that it is you want to do. And if you really believe that you're going to do this, then act like it. Already prepare a place for it. Already start doing the thing it is that you believe in for before you actually realize it. Show the world your belief level. I'm done, man.
Prepare a place for it. Don't let that slip. Like if it's somewhere you want to go, something you want to do, something you prepare for, go pack your bags, right? I'm talking to somebody right now. Go pack your bag. Matter of fact, go buy a shirt from that place. If you going to, give me a place, y'all. Africa. Go buy you a shirt that say, I love Africa. You coming to the States, get a shirt, say, I love New York. Whatever. Get a degree. Go buy your academic regalia. Why you waiting to graduate to go get the week that everybody else going to get theirs? Go while ain't nobody in line.
Somebody that's won that child. Go buy the clothes.
Right now.
Go get the crib.
Yeah. Come on.
Go get the rocking chair.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Yeah. Go to the dealership. Go get the promotional packet that go with it. Go get it. Go take it to the crib. Go drive it. Go sit in it on the weekend. Go get in it. Stop waiting for it to come to you and go to it. You know what's so funny? Train is now working with the foundation. Jalen and Train are working on the foundation, and Train put a budget together. And I told Train, I said, do me a huge favor. Go multiply that by 3 or 4. He said, why? This is what it cost. I said, Train, I don't want the people with money laughing at us. I don't want my man that's worth billions to look at $100,000 and say, oh, y'all ain't serious. Well, how many people y'all helping? 100, 400 people? Y'all ain't serious. Right. Come back to me when you need the millions. Why? Because when you need the millions, it means you saving thousands and thousands of lives. Don't come to me with that. You can go over there to get that. You gonna cut them all. I said, Train, times that by 7. Times that by 7. Let's hit 2,000 parents when we there. Let's hit 5,000 kids when we there. Let's give 5,000 kids the books. Yeah. Let's give 5,000 kids the T-shirt. 5,000 kids the experience. Let's give 5,000 parents the exposure. So I'm talking to somebody today. Up your game. Up your game. Put another 0 on that. Don't be scared. Jeremy called me the other day. I did what you and CJ. Congratulations, too. Jeremy mimicked. I never forget. Jeremy came to CJ, and then he would come to me. I said, "What CJ tell you to do?" Well, I don't know if I want to do church. I want to do schools. He was like, "I don't care which one you do. Just do one." I think I could do both. We know you could do both, but which one? Like, you need clarity, you need focus. Man, I'm so proud of Jeremy. Jeremy came and was like, bro, I'm just going to do the schools. Yep. I said, okay, well then, at some point, churches will call you. Yep. But your website don't need to have both. It's confusing. Boy called me the other day. It was like, hey, you ain't going to believe this. You're going to be proud of me. I said, what's up? Man, I'm doing a school. They give me $30K. I was like, praise God. Now I want to tell you something. If they gave you 30, now ask for 60 next time. They gave you 30 without you asking. Yep. Not next time tell them you want 60. He was like, 60? I said, Jeremy, what is it? The way your mouth is formed, is it harder to say 60 than 30? Like, right. Like if you say 60 with your mouth, is something gonna happen to your mouth? He was like, no. I said, what's the difference? He said, there's no difference. I said, it is your faith. The only difference. The only difference is your faith. You can say 30 easily because they gave you 30. Yeah. So you can say what they say easily, but you can't say what you want to say. It's like, bro, have faith. Tell them 60 next time and see what happens. So to all y'all out there that's listening, say the text again, according to your faith. According to whose? Your. No, but CJ don't believe it.
Hey, according to your faith.
But he don't believe it.
I definitely don't.
Be it unto you.
Yeah.
I mean, according to what you believe, you will have. And
that's what he said. They said, thank you, Jesus, for healing us. He said, no, it was by your faith that you were made whole. You thought, because somebody, bro, I think me and Carl talked about this. I used to wonder, like, I ain't going to say no names, but I used to be wondering, like, bro, these dudes out here charging these people, they out here healing folk, telling folk. I'm like, God, is that stuff, like, some of that stuff real? Like, they just, and one lady said in an interview, she said, I can't tell you, I just know I'm healed.
Yeah.
She was just like, I know I'm healed.
Yeah.
I'm like, but people like, but he's a con artist, he's a whatever.
She said, I
don't know. She said, I'm healed.
I feel everything y'all saying. I'm just letting you know I rode up to this home in a wheelchair and I'm walking out.
That's all she said. She said it. She said, I don't care what y'all saying. I went in there believing that he could heal.
Smacked me in my face and I was running laps. Hey, speaking of which, that's one of my favorite episodes of Martin. You remember when his mama was doing them backflips? Favorite Martin episode, real quick. Let me get, if I have any Martin.
Thomas Hearns.
Okay, Tommy Hearns. Okay, Detroit's finest.
Yeah, and he came out looking like
his face blew up.
Yeah. I would say the plumber episode.
DP. Brother DP.
Brother DP.
That boy said DP. And Gina was like, oh, that's nice, baby. Where'd you get DP from? He said, dead plumber, baby.
Hey, how about the one though? They call him Pretty Ricky when they went to the reunion.
Oh, no doubt.
And Gina came in there.
No doubt.
He came in there.
Blew out the frame.
I'm with Martin. I'm with Martin.
Man.
Unbelievable.
Hey, my other one, Chilligan's Island.
Chilligan's
What a rat boy, the rat cat. When Martin was fighting. And then Pam came in and started throwing the left and the right.
Bruh, the funniest one ever to me is Fat Like That. When he had got into the fitness thing and was on everybody else. You remember he had to go. He went and started training. He was eating all the healthy foods and stuff like that. And Gina made his mama's biscuits.
Number mama biscuits.
That boy came in, had his little rice cakes. She came in with a whole. She's like, I'm about to join you tomorrow. She had his mama biscuits. Oh my God! When I tell y'all, I die off that episode to this day. That boy said, "Take the fat. Why don't you take the fat? Put the fat where you want the fat to go." Oh man, hilarious! So best show ever. My favorite show ever of all time.
Facts.
Followed by, some other good ones. Fresh Prince was good. Jamie Foxx was good.
My favorite.
Good Times.
Different World.
Different World, yeah.
I love Good Times, though, but Different World
is fire.
Favorite,
yeah. I feel like, do we got anything else? I'm done.
That's it. Maul put it
Make
on.
Real Estate Real, Maul. I think this whole thing kind of explained it, self-explanatory. Go to makerealestatereal.com. Man, we do every month we're doing bigger and better things. So go there, check that out. Go to solocreativepro.com. Carl got He 2,500. Oh, no.
Hey, 21
You know what I'm saying?
days. That's the
Come on.
process with that one. It ain't even
Come
deep.
on.
21 days.
21 days, and of course,
Man, we getting close
we're getting close.
to the main event.
Go,
The main event.
Oh, bruh, it's
Yeah,
going down.
Atlanta,
Man, GA.
Hey,
September 25th, 26th.
Is there any
Maul
tickets
looking
left?
at a property right now. He didn't even get off the podcast
Oh,
yet,
man.
and he
Oh,
looking
for
at
sure.
a property right now.
And not
Of
even
course.
that, but the property didn't just come to me. My wife sent it to me.
Wow.
This is our good morning text. She's sending me a property that's hitting the auction. You know, and she just like, oh, I know you'll be interested.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
That's it.
interrupt.
No,
I just
you
want
did a
people to
good
This
see
is our
it.
love language.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
This is our love language right
Good
here.
morning, baby.
My wife,
It go building.
what we talked about a couple episodes ago, dog, is not artificial.
Yeah.
It's real.
It's real.
She, you know what I'm saying? She's
real
sending
to
me,
her,
oh,
too.
this is my love language.
Yeah.
And she know my love language. So
That's like a nudie. that's like her sending Maul a
Hit me,
nudie.
see. Hit me, see. Hit me, see. Hit me with the ones and twos.
Grown man
He's
pics.
reckless.
Grown man.
Oh, man.
Send me them grown man pics,
What's
girl.
so funny?
See on the
Some
wheel of
guys-
steels, he's reckless.
hey, some guys come.
No
some
wheels
guys
of
come in the
steel.
house.
He old school. Talking about wheels of steel.
He's reckless.
Some guys come in the house with a Louis Vuitton. Some guys come with a car.
Yeah.
If I come with the deed to this crib here.
That's all.
This episode is brought to you by
Grown man kid.
Organic.
Shout out to Organifi, the superfood green juice powder, keeping this podcast sponsored and pumped up. Appreciate y'all for sponsoring. Go to Organifi.com, ORGANIFI.com. Promo code success. All right, man. Love y'all, man. We will see y'all
next week.
next week.
Let's go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all